Clopton with the ball stolen by Tyra Henderson. And she brings it around, being guarded closely. And there is the foul called on Taylor Akers. That is her first. So Tyra Henderson with the ball, bringing it down. Just in case you're wondering where we are in this game, we are in the third quarter. But I've had a lot of trouble with it. And there's a 20-foot shot by Tyra Henderson, and it is good. And there's another 20-foot shot. Who was that? That was 13. That was Megan Harrelson with 2 points. Clopton stealing the ball. And they put it up, and it's good. Tyra Henderson now. Timeout Elsberry with the score 26-11. The girls are kind of frustrated. They are a better team than what they're playing right here. They have not come out strong in this game, or in the second half anyway. They started off the game very strong, and they have not come out strong since. Elsberry's ball. Peyton Robinson has it in. There's Tyra Henderson for 2 and no good. She gets her own rebound, gets it up. Megan Gladney with a couple of rebounds and a couple of shots finally draws the foul. That foul is on Kerrigan Lockhart. That's her first. So Mackenzie Gladney on the line with the free throw. No good. It was more in than out, but did not stay in. Second shot is no good, and Clopton with the rebound. There's a shot put up by Clopton, no good. And some wild rebounding there. And Elsberry slows it up. This ball in deep to Kylie Kinsler, and shot will not drop. And there was a foul on Kylie Kinsler as she was trying to get the rebounds. Here's a timeout for Clopton. Let's take a break.
You know, the people pulling the strings are usually hard to reach in today's mega bank world. But here at People's Bank and Trust, you deal with the decision maker. At our community bank, which is what good banking relationships are all about. We all live and work right here. With us, you pull the strings. We're People's Bank and Trust. Troy, Hawk Point, Winfield, O'Fallon, Elsberry, and Bowling Green. Financial security right here at home. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Tonight's game is not only a competitive contest between these two schools, but it's also an educational experience for the students involved. Because high school activities are about learning life values, your friends at this local radio station and the Missouri State High School Activities Association remind everyone to do their part in keeping our hometown sports a positive experience for everyone. When you attend your next game, do your part to help rekindle the spirit of citizenship by showing good sportsmanship. You'll be teaching a positive lesson, and you'll be preserving a proud tradition in the state of Missouri.
All right, we are back. Clopton has the ball out of bounds underneath the Elsberry basket. They get the ball up the court pretty quick. Locker just going in for a layup, and Mackenzie Gladney with that rebound. And now here's Dow bringing it up the court. She slows it up before she gets to the half-court line. There's Kinsler. Looked to go to the baseline and changed her mind. Tyra Henderson with a long two-point shot, no good. Gladney with the rebound, puts the ball up. She gets it in finally, but she is called for a travel. And I can't disagree with it. She did shuffle her feet. But just finally got the ball to drop in, because they've been missing from underneath, well, all season. There's Harrelson with the ball. Kylie Kinsler knocks it out of her hands and is driving up and gets the foul called. I'm not saying who that foul was. Oh, there it was. It was Taylor Akers, and that's her third foul. There's the ball inbounds to Peyton Robinson. Ball knocked out of her hand by Lockard. And now Dowell has it out on the point, way out on the point. She's back at the half-court line. Gladney tried to drive in, puts the ball up, no good. And Tyra Henderson with the rebound. And there's a 20-foot shot for Dowell, no good. And they maintain control of the ball. And now here's a foul called on Stephanie Talbert. That's her third foul of the night. The ball into Kylie Kinsler. And Lockard ties her up with a jump ball, and it goes over on alternating possessions to Clopton. Score is 26-11 with 3:55 remaining in the third quarter. And once again, Kylie Kinsler jumps in front of that one. And even though it hadn't been working as well lately, that's what she does so well. She breaks up those passes. Ball's out of bounds off of Elsberry, they said. Get the ball in, and there was a travel right there that was not called. But Locker drives the baseline, puts it up and in. And quickly up the court to Kylie Kinsler, and she's up and in. That's her first two of the night. And Kylie reached in, and they called that a foul real quick. And it looks like we have a technical called. And the first shot is up and no good. That is Megan Harrelson at the line. Second shot is up and it is good. So the one free throw there for Clopton, and they should get control of the ball now. And yeah, it's Clopton's ball out of bounds. Ball in deep, no good, but a foul is called. Logan Hall will be going to the line with 2 shots. And that foul is on Mackenzie Gladney. That's her third. 3:14 remaining in the third quarter. First free throw is good. Second free throw is good. Elsberry's ball. Peyton Robinson gets it in up to Tyra Henderson. She puts it up and rolls out. They just can't buy a shot. And that ball goes, bad pass there for Clopton. It goes out of bounds. And Elsberry's ball. Clopton with a half-court press. Candace Dowell. Ball is knocked out of her hands. And there is right underneath to Megan Harrelson for 2 points. And Peyton Robinson tries to get the ball underneath to Kyla Kinsler, and the pass goes out of bounds. 2.5 minutes remaining in the third quarter. 33-13 is the score. Ball quickly up the court for Clopton. Get the ball into the paint. All right. Unbelievably, that foul was called against Clopton. That foul is on Kerrigan Lockard. That's her second of the night, so Elsberry's ball. 2 minutes remaining in the third. That pass was almost picked off by Clopton. One too many passes there. All right, Elsberry steals it back. All right, Kylie Kinsler with a 10-foot shot, no good. And there's a foul called on Clopton. Nope, I'm sorry, it's called on Elsberry. Let's see. Well, oh, yeah, that foul is called on Kylie Kinsler. They're saying 4 on her. I only have it down for 3. But Clopton's bringing it up the court. Looked at a three-pointer, no good. Here's a 20-foot shot, no good. Bella Mozzie with the attempted rebound. Peyton Robinson with the shot and her own rebound, and then she's tied up with a jump ball. That last foul was on Madison Parrish of Clopton. Candace Dow puts the shot up and no good, but I guess she draws the foul. See who they have in there. I think it was 24. Yeah, that's Shauna Yates. So Candace Dow with 2 free throws. First one is up and no good. Second shot is good. And that is a jump ball. Candace Dow got in there for trying to get possession, and she did draw the jump ball. But it stays with Clopton. 33-14 is the score. 3-point shot for Lockard, no good. And the ball is out of bounds off of Clopton. Bella Mozzie gets it over to Peyton Robinson. She puts it up and no good. And on the rebound, Peyton Robinson was called for a foul. And that's her third. I only had her down for 2. I've been missing fouls here. And Akers is put down by Bella Mozzie. And that's her second foul. Puts Akers on the line for a 1-and-1. First shot is up and no good. And Clopton retains control of it. And Peyton Robinson just commits another foul. And that is 4 on her. That puts Logan Hall on the line. First free throw is no good. Second free throw is no good. And Mackenzie Gladney with the rebound. Brings it to Candace Dow to bring up less than a half a minute to go in this third quarter. And ball over to Clopton. And 2 points for Akers. Gladney gets the ball into Bella Mozzie. And that is the end of 3 quarters. The score is 35-14. Clopton. So let's take a break.
People's Bank and Trust knows that every minute of your day counts, so it's good to have a few time savers on your side. Take internet banking, for example. It allows you to bank from home rather than having to make an extra trip to the bank just to check your balance, transfer funds, or view recent transactions. You can even pay your bills online, eliminating a trip to the post office for stamps. Best of all, People's Bank and Trust offers all of this free of charge. Visit us online at www.pbtc.net and sign up today. Just another example of hometown banking the way it should be. People's Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Okay, we are back. Fourth quarter, 8 minutes on the clock. Score is 35-14. Has not necessarily been a pretty game. Elsberry started off playing just fine and then just absolutely has fallen apart. They just can't hit their shots from right underneath. Tyra Henderson up with a 15-foot shot, and it's good. Mackenzie Gladney almost stole that ball, and now Clopton coming up the court fast. Lockard gives it to Hall, and she's in for 2 points. Kinsler's bringing it up now. And she's bumped by a Clopton player, and they say it went out of bounds off of Kinsler. So Clopton's ball on the sideline. They get it in. Looked at a three-pointer. There's Three-point attempt for Clopton, no good. Peyton Robinson up with that rebound. Tyra Henderson brings it up fast, gets it to Kylie Kinsler, up, and the ball is in and out. Olivia Kinsler couldn't get the shot from right underneath the drop. And there's an offensive foul called against Clopton. That is against Megan Harrelson. It's her first of the night. And that inbound pass was stolen by Clopton. There is a three-point attempt, no good, and Clopton gets the rebound. So they have it. There's another three-point attempt, and it is good for Megan Harrelson. That's her second three of the night. Tyra Henderson gets it back to Gladney. Here's a 15-foot shot by Kinsler, no good. And rebound was to Clopton, but Tyra Henderson tied that up, and on alternating possessions stays with Clopton. .6:11 remaining in this game. 40-16 is the score. That foul is called on Mackenzie Gladney. That should be her fourth. That puts, who is that? That is Stephanie Talbert on the line. First shot is good. Second shot is up, and it is good. Makes the score 42-16. Kylie Kinsler brings it up the court now. Gets it over to Tyra Henderson, and she is just attacked. And the foul is called on Stephanie Talbert. That should be her fourth of the night. Yes, it is. So she's got 4 fouls. Peyton Robinson has 4 fouls. Mackenzie Gladney has 4 fouls. Puts Tyra Henderson on the line with a 1-and-1. First shot is up and no good. She gets her own rebound and sends it out on the point to Abby Jenkins. She tried to drive the line, couldn't do it. Back out to Jenkins. Over to Kylie Kinsler on the point. Megan Gladney Mackenzie Gladney. All right, Kylie Kinsler had to take it back out. Here's a three-point shot. No good. All right, they're saying that is off of White, so it's Red's ball. That's going to be Elsberry's ball out of bounds. 5:19 remaining. Kylie Kinsler has it out of bounds. Gets it into Abby Jenkins. She picks up her dribble, gets it over to Olivia Kinsler. Looking to set up a play. Gladney has it. Tyra Henderson picked up her dribble. Now they just can't seem to get it in. There's Tyra Henderson for 2-point shot and no good. And Clopton with the rebound. There's a 3-point attempt for Lockard, no good. Jenkins with the rebound and brings it up the court, passes it off to Tyra Henderson. Cross court over to Olivia Kinsler, back to Mackenzie Gladney. And Kylie Kinsler could not save that ball. 4:24 remaining. All right, that was Akers, just took it straight in and no good. Hall with the rebound gets it back out. And there's Taylor Akers again. Was out on the point, gets it in deep. Back out on the point again. Having a little bit of trouble out there this time. Akers just dribbling it around, and Mackenzie Gladney steals it away. Gives it to Dowell, who gives it off to Mawsey. Over to Kinsler, back to Dowell. There's Gladney again with it. And here's Dowell for 3 points, and no good. It was in and out. And there was an attempted shot at the baseline, but could not get past Peyton Robinson. Way down the court to Mackenzie Gladney. And it's tied up, and ball in a jump ball stays with Elsberry. Candace Dowell couldn't get it in time, and they called her for the time, and goes over to Clopton. No real pressure from Elsberry here on this. Less than 3 minutes to go. Right underneath to Shauna Yates, and 2 points for her. Gladney tries to drive in. Peyton Robinson with a shot, no good. And Olivia Kinsler with the rebound. And she draws the foul. And that foul is on Stephanie Talbert, and that's her 5th. So with 2:31 remaining, Stephanie Talbert fouls out of this game with 5 points. She has a 3-pointer and 2 free throws. Here's Kinsler on the line. No good. Second free throw is up, and it's good. 2.5 minutes to go. And that ball is put back by Logan Hall for 2 points. Elsberry brings it down the court. No pressure at all. 46-17 is the score. A little over 2 minutes to go in the game. There's Dowell for 3 points. No good. It was on the inside of the rim. All right, that was a rebound from that missed layup. Went to Elsberry, and the foul was called on Megan Harrelson. That's her 2nd of the night. That puts Mackenzie Gladney on the line with 2 shots. First shot is up and no good. I don't think I've ever seen the ball go inside the basket and then work its way back out as many times as I have tonight. And that one bounces around and falls out. Clopton with the ball up the court. Driving to baseline and took a couple of steps. And that foul is on Mackenzie Gladney, and that's her 5th. That's 5 on her. So with 1:38 remaining in this ball game, the score is 46-17. Mackenzie Gladney is fouled out. And Abby Jenkins is coming in. Shot is good for Shanna Yates. Abigail Patchen is in the game for the first time tonight. Second shot for Yates. And it's good. Minute and a half to go. Peyton Robinson with the ball out on the high point. Olivia Kinsler has it down on the baseline. Back out on the point. There's Peyton Robinson with three-point shot, no good. Dow with the rebound, gets it out to Abby Jenkins. It's over to Kinsler, over to Mawsey. She drives the baseline, puts it up, no good, and the rebound is to Yates. Long pass down the court, and Candace Dow breaks that up, brings it down, and then the ball is stripped away from her. So Clopton with the ball. Clopton with the ball and a huge lead. The ball was put up and taken right out of her hands. Bella Mawsey couldn't control the pass. And it's out of bounds. And we now have a running clock with 48-17. 30 seconds remaining in this game. And the ball almost picked off by Peyton Robinson, but it goes out of bounds. 8 seconds. This is going to be it. Clopton with the ball out of bounds. Gets it thrown in, and there is the buzzer to end this game. And final score 48-17 in favor of Clopton. And I do have to say that as bad as Elsberry looked tonight, I mean, they looked good in the first quarter, but then they just fell apart after that. I do have to say, though, that Clopton, and I don't mean anything bad by this, but the Clopton girls don't look as good this year as they did last year. They just don't quite have the same team. But that's the way it is with high school, with college, any of these where they graduate eventually. They just can't keep the same teams year after year after year. And so anyway, to finish out tonight for this broadcast, which I know the first half was a heck of a broadcast. I finally got it going again. I found a Wi-Fi that'll work. So hopefully for the boys' game, it'll stay working. Because I'll be shutting this off and starting over with a new broadcast. But anyway, Tanisha Henderson finished tonight with 5 points when 2 fouls. Peyton Robinson had 4 fouls and 2 points. Candace Dowell had 3 points. Kylie Kinsler had 2 points and 3 fouls. Mackenzie Gladney had no points and 5 fouls. Bella Mawsey had 2 fouls. Olivia Kinsler had 1 point, no fouls. And Tyra Henderson had 4 points with 2 fouls. And for Clopton, Taylor Akers with 3 fouls had 4 points. Megan Harrelson with 2 fouls had 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 points. And Stephanie Talbert fouled out but had 5 points. Shanna Yates had 6 points and 1 foul. Madison Parrish had no points and a foul. Madeline Bruni had no points and a foul. Kerrigan Lockard had 2 fouls, but she had 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13, 14 points. And Logan Hall had, let's see, 8. She had 10 points and no fouls. So nothing necessarily good to say here from this standpoint. But so let's go ahead and shut down this game, and I'll get the game started up again for the boys game. So for the Indian Sports Network, this is Kenny Masterson, and I am saying good night from Clopton until this next game in a few minutes. Good night.